Hello, my name is Michael Stenta, and I am here to do my video journal on Mr. Burns. My most memorable part about the play was when Mr. Burns and Bart were sword fighting in front of their family on the boat. I like to think about was them and their cartoon characters, and it was very humorous to visualize it in my head. Three prominent play themes. I thought one theme was storytelling by mouth will forever be a form of human entertainment and a pastime of humanity. Even when we go out to parties and sometimes we talk about Netflix and whatnot, but a lot of the times we talk about things that happen to us in life just a little bit ago, and the ability to storytell is a big deal in social interactions. The second theme, writing is still a staple of communications. At the beginning, when they all met each other, and then they would go into their notebooks and they would ask about people they knew or things they recorded or things they heard, and that was the best, but still a good way to keep track of records, is by writing, and writing will forever be a form for us of record keeping. The last one was the love triumphs hatred, good over evil. At the end, Mr. Burns tells that love versus hatred story, and then he sarcastically, but then it turns to be true that love does conquer hatred. And the kind of play it is a climactic play. It's a very linear plot. It starts with people. It goes from them escaping. It doesn't go to then to Mr. Burns, and then Mr. Burns talks to the family, and it doesn't go back and forth like to 3 years previous or anything like that. It's a very linear plot. There's few locations. It starts at the running away from the Springfield from the disaster, then to the houseboat, and then the climax doesn't come until the end of the play, when Burns comes in and Burns and Bart finally fight, and that doesn't happen until Bart doesn't conquer Burns until late in the play. Um, Three, that relates to the previous two acts. When Burst clamps Homer's mouth, that in the play it says it should be a similar gesture to what happened to Gibson in Act 2. Another thing is the play at the beginning of Mr. Burns starts with the meltdown, after the meltdown a few weeks, and they're talking about how it affected them and what they're trying to do and how the world's changed, and then the play within the play starts with the meltdown. Last thing is at the end of the play within the play, Bart starts singing about how love never dies in memory, and that can go back to the beginning of the play, how everyone was writing down their family and who they wanted to see, and all of their loved ones are still in memory, although they were past, that love never dies in memory. This play tells us about the world of Mr. Burns 75 years later, is that people still value art and people still value culture and other people's ideas, and that art will always be valued and people will always be striving to be entertained by artistic means, excuse me. The last thing is a pulp culture story that I imagine living on past the apocalypse would be The Lord of the Rings. First of all, it's epic. Secondly, it could be thought of as a myth or some sort of legendary story, and it has a good theme of good conquering evil and hopefully to keep people good in their lives. That's the end of my thing. Bye.